from the walk-ons that never got to play, that are seniors, from everybody on scout team that gives their best look every week, to all the freshmen that bought in this year, everybody up and down the board. I'm just so thankful to be a part of this team and this university, and I wouldn't ask for anything else.
How tough sledding was it and what they were able to do?
What was the question?
How tough sledding was it with what they were able to do?
I mean, they had a great offense. What I think what it most comes down to is they took away the ball and we didn't. So that's what all I got to say about that.
What did you think of your quarterback making his first career start and trying to put the game on his shoulders?
Super proud of Gunner. He's such a competitor. He gives it everything he's got every day at practice. Always meeting extra. I'm just thankful that that my last college career game that I was out there with him.
How was it able to get your mind right knowing what has transpired in New Orleans as the last 24 hours plus?
Yeah, in terms of that, just praying for all the families, everybody involved. I try not to live my life with any fear, and I don't think anybody else should either. I mean, we live in the best country in the world, and I think it's easy to take that for granted, and just praying for the families, and that's all I got to say.
What did you do yesterday to keep your mind occupied when you guys were just sitting there waiting to find out if you're going to play or not?
Yesterday we first thing we figured it out, and we had a team meeting and we talked about what the game plan was going to be. We knew we were going to walk through to have a practice type thing, and then just try to get off our feet, watch the Texas game, and just go from there.
How did you personally find out about what happened?
I woke up to a text. Yep.
Only 3 points still out in the second half. Is that something that you can take away from this game, is how well the defense played?
Yeah, I mean, I think we fought all year long, and I don't live with any regrets. I never have, I never will, and I'm just thankful that for the season that I got to be a part of with these guys, and I wouldn't want to play for anybody else.
What's going to stand out most to you about the senior class?
Man, just the relationships I built. We always say better together, and that's something you can never fake. That's something that's really real to me, and was one of the reasons why I wanted to come here, just because of the bonds I built. And I won't remember every play of my college career, but I'll remember or have these relationships the rest of my life.
What made Notre Dame tough today?
They just out physicaled us, but the main thing they did was they took away the ball on their defense side, and we didn't do that.
Talk about their physical. Did that surprise you in any way about how physical Notre Dame was?
No.
Dan, I'm sorry you probably asked some of these questions already, but just what are the emotions after this one falling on the shore?
Yeah, I mean, not the way we wanted to go out as a team, but I'm just super thankful for the relationships I built, not just this season, but the 5 years that I've been here, and I wouldn't ask for anything else.
Dan, can you describe the last couple of days? Obviously, there's a lot happening in the city, and you guys postponed the game. Just describe kind of how you navigated all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a religious person. I keep my faith in God, so I try not to live in any fear. And personally, I'm praying for those families, and I think it's a terrible thing that happened. But we all got to rally together, and we had a job to do today, and that didn't distract us at all. So I would never make excuses, but I'm just proud of the season what we had.
Dan, what was the timeline of the day when you woke up to hearing about the events? How did it all play out? Because obviously we didn't get to speak to you guys.
We had a team meeting and we talked about it, and first thing we did was pray for everybody involved, and we went for there, and then we still had business to take care of, and praying for them, and we stayed focused and stayed together. We always say better together, and we say 1 + 1 = 3, so we're never alone, and we're always stronger together. So.
Dan, one of the things that Gunnar was just talking about is you guys had roomed together for a couple of years. How
Yeah.
proud are you of him and his first start in a Bulldogs uniform?
Super proud of Gunnar. I can't ask for a better competitor out of somebody, a better leader. You go up to him, you hear him right now, like he's the nicest guy you ever meet, but he means business, and he's just one of the greatest competitors I've ever met, and I'm just thankful to be able to play with him.
Dan, what do you think will be
the takeaway that Gunnar gets from this game going into this offseason, where next year, he could be that full-time starting quarterback, having this experience under his belt? What do you think that does for him?
Yeah, I mean, I think any experience at a college level, and much less a playoff game, is huge. And he handled that like a pro the last month. And, I was not surprised at all by that. And I think he should have all the confidence in the world going into next year. And, I can't wait to come back and watch him play.
You mentioned that senior class. What is your biggest takeaway from, remembering them and this season as a whole?
I mean, yeah, I've made some great memories with everybody. But as a senior class, I can't ask to play with a better group of guys. We do things different at Georgia. And for you to go through a program like this and give it all you got, I got respect for everybody on the team that's done that. And, I'll never lose these relationships.
Dan, you mentioned feeling prepared, feeling ready for this one. What do you feel like was missing for you guys today?
I don't know if if anything was missing, but, we just got to, fly to the ball. And like I said, they took the ball away and we didn't. So.
In playing for this program, what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself, not just as a player, but as a person?
That's a great question. Man, always bet on yourself and be patient, because your time will come. And just have belief in yourself. And for me, I have belief in God that He's given me everything I could ask for. And, I've had a great support system this whole time. And I'm just thankful for that, everybody who's ever supported me here.
Knowing what this place means to you, Dan, what do you think is your biggest takeaway now that you walked off the field for the last time in Georgia?
Yeah, I mean, obviously wanted to go out on a win, but I'm just super thankful for everybody, all my teammates, all the support staff, nutritionists that have poured into me, chaplain, T-Set, just making me the man I am, because these last 5 to 6 years have transformed me. And, I'll wear the G I'll wear the G forever. And, I can't ask to be anywhere else these last few years, and I'm just super thankful.
Can you speak to I know it's a little hard right now because of the emotions, but just speak to the legacy, the 2 national championships,
Yeah.
championship caliber expectations every year now.
Yeah, it's every year. I mean, that's the University of Georgia. That's all I've known, and that's all that will be known from this university long after I'm gone, because that's the standard that's built before me, and that I've tried my best to uphold, and that's a standard. When you put on this G, that's what it means, and that for all the young guys coming in, they know that, and I'm excited to come back and watch them win.
Apologies if this was already asked, but for Gunnar to make his first ever career start on this big of a stage, what did you think of his performance?
I mean, I'm super proud of him. The way he prepares, the way he competes. I got to live with him last year, and he's one of the best dudes you ever meet. And, it goes way beyond football. And, I couldn't ask for, a better guy, and I'm super thankful that I got to play with him this year.
How do you think the team will use this as motivation next season, maybe something that they learned that they can carry on for next year?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I know Coach Smart's going to hit it with them, but, I mean, the SEC championship and the national championship, those are our main goals. And that's been a goal every year since I've been here and way before me. And, those expectations don't change next year. I know that, because that's the University of Georgia. We're always gonna have guys come in and, that are going to uphold the standard and be great. And we never rebuild, we reload here. So I'm super excited to come back and watch that.
And what will you always remember about this senior class?
Just the resilience that we had. I know you hear that from everybody, but you look at some of the games we've had. They told us we trailed in 9 games this year, and it's just we always find a way. We didn't tonight, but I'm just super proud of the way we fought all season long. And, this loss doesn't define us. But.
Time for 1 or 2 more questions here.
Who's the best player you ever played against in your time at Georgia?
I came in with George Pickens, so I'm going with George Pickens. But it's hard. I've played against some great people, but George is different.
Everything that happened in the city this week, how did that affect maybe the rhythm and the game plan and just like the overall feel of going into a game today?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just prayers for the families that were involved and the people that are still injured. I hope they have a complete recovery. But that in no way, shape, or form, affected the way we prepared. We got extra time to prepare, and you know, I'm just super proud of the way we handled it, and you know, it just happened to happen. But.